Welcome to Brilliantly British. My name is Lawrence and today I'm going to show you how to make Cornish heavy cake. So, as I show you how to make it, sit back, relax with a cup of tea in hand, putting your feet up too, and enjoy this episode. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe. The county of Cornwall is home to some fantastic coastlines, surfers, and relevant to today's episode, the heavy cake. Cornish heavy cake, as the name suggests, is a rich, dense fruit cake that's great for sharing and, well, goes splendidly with a cup of tea. The recipe and preparation is simple and straightforward, so with the introductions made and your interest peaking, allow me to introduce the ingredients to you. For today's Brilliantly British Cornish heavy cake, you will need some self-raising flour, some lard, some full-fat milk, some dried currants, some sultanas, some caster sugar, an egg, and a pinch of salt. That's it for the making of today's Brilliantly British Cornish heavy cake. But before you get started, before you do anything at all, I say switch on your kettle, brew yourself a nice cup of hot tea so that you can sip on that whilst you bake. For today's Brilliantly British heavy cake, mix flour and caster sugar together, thereafter rubbing cubes of lard through the dry ingredients, making sure to take your hydration as seriously as I do, and continue until the mixture is sand-like in appearance and texture. Follow on with a pinch of salt to enhance the flavours within, mixing your dried fruit therein also before the addition of an egg, more tea, and the incremental addition of milk and more tea. At this point, you'll want to switch over to a spatula before the mixture becomes too wet and sticky to handle. And you'll also want to start to preheat your oven. With all the milk added, prepare a baking tray by lining with baking paper, then turn your cake mixture therein before leveling out with a milk wetted spoon or spatula. Once level, glaze liberally with milk, sip on some more tea, dust with granulated sugar, before sliding into your oven to bake, using the free time to binge watch some of our other content, making sure of course to like and subscribe. When ready, the cake should be firm to the touch, having developed a speckled golden crust there also. With the cake being left to cool for 30 minutes, I think now would be the time for tasting. Alright, let's slice this up, and then I'll give you the verdict and express how great this Cornish heavy cake is. In 3, 2, 1. Okay. The texture of this cake is really short, crumbly, almost like an oversized scone. Or scone, whichever pronunciation takes your fancy. It's sweet, of course. You would think that this would taste, let's say, of lard, but really it doesn't at all. You can taste that there's something rich in there, like butter, but it doesn't ruin the cake at all. And this cake has a beautiful crust on it that's developed whilst it was in the oven as a result of the milk and the sugar sprinkled on top. With enough tea, I personally could eat a significant amount of this, significant chunk of this cake. I'm sure you could too. So, with that being said, waste no time, don't delay. You've seen how easy, simple, and great this cake is. So, go and get the ingredients and make this cake, please. Thank you all for allowing me to show you how to make Cornish heavy cake. Knowing that you loved this episode, don't forget to click on the like button, the subscribe button, and the notification button so that you don't miss any of our new releases. Tell everyone you know about the Brilliantly British food on this channel, and follow us on all of the social media platforms that this channel is on, and I will see you next time.